Well, good afternoon viewers, and welcome to a unique experience. This is a 1985 Alfa Romeo 90 2.5 V6 gold Cloverleaf. This is the only Alfa 90 that's actually taxed and on the road in this country. It's owned by Mr. Coleman, rubbish mechanic, who is over there. Mr. Coleman doesn't actually need to be that far away from me because we are actually in a social bubble and we have been since June. That's why I'm up here visiting him near Coventry today. I am actually up here also for work purposes because this beautiful car is going to be filmed very shortly for Tweed Jacket Reviews. The Alfa 90 is a very, very, very weird car. The reason for its existence is virtually groundless. There's no reason really for this car to exist. Alfa already had some large saloons in their lineup by the time this car came onto the market in 1984. They'd sold very, very few of them in this country. That's why there's so few of them left. And you know, they don't have the best reputation for reliability and you know, resistance to corrosion. And this is by no means a perfect example, but in this light and in this lovely colour, it looks absolutely wonderful. It's not a beautiful car, it is a Bertone design, but I'd say it's more handsome than beautiful. It's got all sorts of weird features in this car. One of them is the door handle, which you don't pull the door handle out, you press this here and then you kind of pull this bit. Also got in here very, very weird locking knobs. I'm not going to touch that because I don't know what it might do. These are the door catches. This is the mirror control for the passenger side. It's got a manual adjustable driver's mirror and an electric passenger mirror. That was quite common actually at cars at the time. If you just get inside, that is the handbrake. And just down here, that is the boot release. That would have made a lot more sense actually on a left-hand drive car. They just didn't bother to actually put a different driver's seat for right-hand drive markets. Interesting pedals as well. The clutch pedal's got very long travel and the accelerator hasn't. There's the Alfa Romeo control unit, lots of warning lights, and this is the weirdest dash you'll ever see. It's got lots and lots of warning lights on that side. Just get in and see if I can make it not do that with the sun. If I just switch it on the ignition, there we go. I'm not going to start the car for the moment, but we'll just switch it on. You can see we've got fuel gauge, temperature gauge, oil pressure, 2 speedometers, one in digits and one in like a strip, but digital format there, and there's the rev counter on that side, and there's the mileage. Also got in here a trip computer. The UK cars for the Alfa 90 were only available as a 2.5 V6 gold Cloverleaf. That was only what they're available as. Got the surprisingly conventional heater controls in this car. No air conditioning in this, although I think it was available in some other markets. Those are the electric seat controls. There would have been a radio sort of behind in there as well, but this car never had one. In fact, like a BMW in the 80s, you never got one. This is a 5-speed manual gearbox. Mounted transaxle in the back, so the gearbox is mounted in the rear for better weight distribution, and the brakes are mounted inboard as well. I haven't had chance of driving this yet, but apparently it's a bit difficult to drive. Mr. Coleman, of course, being an expert driver with more qualifications than irregular Russian verbs I used to learn when I was at school, is sort of fine at these things, but you know, me, I'm not that good. Then we got, wait for it, the briefcase, which is half the glove box. Just these are worth a lot of money actually. Just push that button, there we go, I can open it like that, and there you go, all the manuals and things, they live inside the briefcase. And there's the free phone number for Alfa Romeo UK in case you had something wrong with your car, which you probably did. If you push that button there, you get the second half of the glove box. Whoops, do it again, there we go. It's not very big, and there are no door pockets at all, none, no door pockets. You do get a release there, but you do have large numbers of air vents. We've got 6 in total for some reason. Yeah, weird. Let's open up the boot. It's actually easier if I'm sitting and having opened the boot. Let's turn that off. We'll come back to something else that's weird about this car in a second. These are called Speedline alloy wheels, and they're pretty valuable these days actually. So the only boot release was there underneath the driver's seat. Just put that down slightly now. You can see the styling of this car at the back is really, really lovely. Single light bar that runs all the way across there. Original dealer plates. A gentleman by the name of Mario Diliotti presumably ran the dealership or was the dealer principal there. There we go, and a lovely sticker as well. I don't think they're around anymore. These springs are going to be replaced, by the way, on here. Quite a big boot actually in here, but pretty shallow, not anything like folding seats or anything in here. And lots and lots of width though, right up into the rear wings. That's quite extraordinary. I'm not going to start pulling the spare wheel or anything out today. It's not worth it to do, but see Mr. Coleman's got his detailing kit there because he's a conscientious man. Right, if we get back in the car, I'll show you something else. The rear room is great, really. It's quite a small car, this for an executive one, but oh gosh, it's like an Italian armchair in it. Oh, it's quite nice. This is what I was talking about. These are the electric window switches. These are the spot lamps, and there are 2 of them here, just there and there. You also get an ashtray down here and a rear cigarette lighter, which in the 1980s would have been quite something. You can actually see this on camera, I think. Yes, those are the interior lights. There are 2 of them and they're green. The electric window switches for the front are up here. It's madness. There's the front ones there and there's the rear ones. It's utter madness. It's got to be the most random car I've ever had on this channel. Right, let's take a look under the bonnet and look at some Busso action. Right, Mr. Coleman is going to open the bonnet for me. It's a bit sensitive, this bonnet, so I'm not going to touch anything. Here we have the famous 12 valve, a 2.5 litre V6 Busso engine, designed by Giuseppe Busso. Massive windscreen washer bottle, all Alfa Romeos apparently like that. Not McPherson struts in front of here, it is a torsion bar at the front. So there's no strut tops or anything in here. Lots and lots of fuse boxes. The only conventional thing under here, there's things like the ZF power steering reservoir, the brake reservoir, and there's the coolant reservoir there. Those are quite conventional. Everything else is sort of dotted around in quite a haphazard way, but this engine sounds wonderful, and I think Mr. Coleman's now going to oblige us by starting her up, and we'll go and listen from the back. Okay, factory exhaust on this car like this. Let's get down a bit. Start her up, sir. Oh yes, yes please. The 2.5 engine, I believe, develops 175 horsepower. In a light car like this, it does go quite quickly. It certainly does go fast. And yes, we can see her running here. What an absolutely amazing machine, but how baffling at the same time. I think this is how you describe this car. Wonderful, but totally baffling. There are more videos of this car on Mr. Coleman's channel, Rubbish Mechanic, but I think we'll call it a day there. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified when we release the Tweed Jacket Reviews episode on this car, when we'll actually be driving it and using proper camera equipment to film it. Don't forget to like this video and to leave a comment below. I've got a Facebook page, facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. Also Instagram, instagram.com/Lloyd_Vehicle_Consulting. And of course subscribe to Roach Mechanic as well. Thank you very much.